How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Store is running a great August savings sale right now with a ton of solid deals available. In this video, I want to highlight some of the deals under the price of $10, and this isn't going to be every deal under $10 because there is so many, but we'll try to cover a good amount in this video and do another follow-up in probably a week or so, so be on the lookout for that, and we'll do under $5 as well in the near future. Alright, starting things off, we have Dying Light the Following Enhanced Edition, which is 70% off for $9. Dying Light 1 is a fantastic game that I constantly rave about, and I strongly recommend it. Now, this doesn't have all the content that the Definitive Edition has, but it has a large portion of it. You get the Following, which is the biggest piece of content, and for $9, it's great. Runs really well on the PS5, and in my opinion, a stronger game than Dying Light 2. No slight on Dying Light 2. I really enjoyed that game as well, but Dying Light 1 was a really, really well-made game. And if you're into open world games, this is one that I strongly recommend. Good parkour, good combat as well. I think better than Dying Light 2 in that regard as well. $9 again, great price on that. Next up, we have Mafia II, the Definitive Edition, 67% off for $9.89. Now, this Definitive Edition, not really too definitive about it. I mean, if we're talking about Red Dead Redemption and Mafia 2, I'm not going to say they're at the same level as far as their remasters, or in RDR's case, it's just a port. But nonetheless, Mafia 2 is a great game in its own right, and guess what? It's not $50 like RDR is. Hopefully RDR gets down to this price, because at that point, I would recommend that game as well. But Mafia 2 is a really, really solid game. Great story, not super lengthy, but guess what? You have like 8 billion 80-hour games in your library, I'm sure, and in your backlog. Sometimes it's nice to get a little bit of a shorter game, and Mafia 2 is going to offer you that. Thematics are great, more of a mature tone to it as well. $9.89, great price on that. Next up, A Way Out is 80% off for $5.99. Done by Hazelight, the same developers that brought you It Takes Two. A Way Out kind of follows, or really started their trend of what they have carved for themselves in creating these co-op only titles, and A Way Out is a really solid game. Now, if you buy the game, you can invite a friend to play with you for free, so you guys both don't have to buy the game. So $5.99, you'll be able to play with a friend. Obviously, if you want to play local, you can do that as well, but if you want to play online, again, you can just invite them to play with you for free. A Way Out is a great game. I thought the story was really solid, a lot of twists and turns. Visually, I like the style as well, and overall, a solid game. If you're looking for a narrative-driven co-op experience, A Way Out is a really solid one. Speaking of co-op experiences, Castle Crashers Remastered is 60% off for $5.99. Now, Castle Crashers for a while was only going down to like $8.99, and given that this game has been out for like since like 2010 or 2011, like, come on, bro, let's get Castle Crashers a little bit cheaper. Would I like to see it sub $5? Absolutely, but you know what? We'll take $6. Now, Castle Crashers is one of those games, you know how I often talk about Borderlands, and I say that Borderlands is one of those games you can play solo. No, not with Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers is a game that you absolutely want to play with a group of friends. Can you have some fun playing it solo? Sure, but this is a game you'll want a group of friends, and you want to play it together, and it is just a great time. It is really, to me, a timeless co-op experience. Like, if you and your boys and your friends don't know anything else to do, and you just want to jump in and you want to play a game that's no nonsense and you can just jump in and have a good time, Castle Crashers is that game. It is such a great time, and the art style holds up well. Even though it's a little bit simplistic, I just think it looks incredibly charming. For $6, it's great. Just, you know, get a couple friends to pick it up as well, and you'll have a fantastic time with you, I assure you. $6 is great on that. Next up, Metro Saga Bundle. This deal is disgusting. 85% off for $8.99. If you've never played any of the Metro games, this is the bundle for you. You get Metro 2033 Redux, you get Metro Last Light Redux. That includes, you know, upgrades from the original game, and you get Metro Exodus, the latest game, and the gold edition of that with the DLC content. So you're getting 3 really solid single-player first-person shooters, all for $9, and Metro Exodus Gold Edition is being sold for $8, so you're just paying $1 more and you're getting 2033 and Last Light. These games are narrative-driven, they have incredible atmospheres, incredibly engrossing, good stories. $9 is just a bargain of a deal. Last Light is my favorite of the 3, but you really can't go wrong with any of them. They're all great times, and Exodus runs great on the PS5 as well, so that's really solid. $9 for everything, definitely a worthwhile pickup. Next up, we have BioShock the Collection, 80% off for $9.99. This gets you BioShock 1, BioShock 2, and BioShock Infinite. Much like the Metro Saga Collection, this is a tremendous deal. You're paying $10 and you're getting 3 excellent first-person shooters. A lot of what I said about Metro can apply here as well. Awesome stories, you know, great atmospheres. BioShock Infinite, you know, kind of changing things up a little bit, but BioShock Infinite is in fact my favorite, which is, I guess, a little bit of a hot take. I'm surprised at how many people like BioShock 1 over Infinite, but hey, I am a Infinite guy, and BioShock 1 is tremendous as well. BioShock 2 generally considered to be the weakest, but still a fantastic game. Maybe fantastic is a little bit of a stretch. 2 is a very, very good game, but $9.99 for all three. Definitely a good shout there. Next up, we have My Hero 1's Justice 2, 84% off for $9.59. I'm a My Hero Academia fan, even though I'm not all caught up. I watched up until the end of Season 3, and I had a good time the whole way through. It's just I haven't caught up on it. I haven't been watching a lot of anime recently, but My Hero 1's Justice is a solid arena fighter. If you like My Hero Academia, you'll like this game. If you played the Naruto Storm games as well, you'll feel right at home. It's got that arena brawler style feel, and they do a good job of executing, you know, all of the characters, making their moves look very flashy. I think for $9.59, it's a good price. The initial $60 price point is just crazy for a game like this, and the first game very much lacked a lot of content. That was elevated in the second game. Like, they added a lot of depth into the game, which is nice. Character roster expanded quite a bit. There is a lot of bonus content, so bear that in mind, but for the base game, sub $10, I think that's a good deal. Next up, Risk of Rain 2, 75% off for $6.24. Man, this is a game that initially I didn't really enjoy. I was definitely getting a little bit irritated by it. However, give this game a shot, play it with friends, and it's an incredibly addictive experience. This is another game where I think the co-op aspect does add another layer to the game. The art style is great, and it is very, very addictive. I remember when this game initially came out, I believe it was in early access on PC, and I bought it, and I downloaded it right away. I played it for a little while, uninstalled it just because I was getting so infuriated, and then I immediately reinstalled it because I was like, nah, bro, we gotta jump right back in. That's the kind of addictive game Risk of Rain 2 can be, and I had an enjoyable time with it, especially playing with friends, but the gameplay loop is engaging, and I think most of you guys will have a good time, and most of you guys will probably be a lot better at the game than me. Lastly, I do want to cover a couple of games that are available on Plus Extra, but the prices are good. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, $6 for this, 80% off. This is the cheapest price I've seen Black Flag for, and this price for Black Flag, I think, is just outstanding. Assassin's Creed 4 is a great game. Edward Kenway is a tremendous, tremendous main character. Love him as, you know, the lead character in AC4. I even like him more than Ezio, which I know that's a super hot take. Everybody loves Ezio, but Edward is my guy. Obviously, there's the rumblings of a remake coming out. That remake ain't gonna be out till like 2028, so like, don't even get too excited for that, but AC4 itself is a great game. The, you know, naval combat is great. Open world is huge. Tons of content. Story is decent. A little bit more of a comedic flair for an Assassin's Creed game, but that works for Edward's character. $6 for it, I think, is great. And lastly, Detroit Become Human, 50% off for $9.99. Excellent narrative-driven title by Quantic Dreams. You know what to expect out of their games, and I think this is a really solid one. Explores a lot of mature themes, futuristic setting, androids, a lot of decision-making, obviously, with a game like this, and I always recommend with the Quantic Dreams titles, go into it, play the game blind, see how the story unravels for yourself, and then go back if you want to, get a guide then, and then in the second playthrough, you can do whatever the hell you want. But for the first playthrough, I think it's always the most engaging experience when you just do everything blind and you live with the consequences. But that's my 2 cents on that. That'll do it for me. Again, a lot of great deals across the board with the PlayStation Store August savings sales. Just a ton of great stuff. Check it out for yourself. Links to everything in the description box below. That'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.